Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Memphis Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rams will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Memphis offense will get first crack at it here. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
So now it's 2nd and long. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll send the tight end in motion. This time they'll go to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Rams are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away zone. Touchdown, Memphis. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Army dazzled today in just about every phase of the game. And for an institution that's turned out 5-star generals and U.S. presidents, I think they may have their next great leader there at West Point. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often.
Breaks into the open. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Rams want to move quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Pressure coming. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Fires to the right. Got his man. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Rams have their offense in high gear. Let's go. Some misdirection with the counter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Colorado State. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He wants to take the top off, and he hauls it in inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The inside handoff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the run. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Rams will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Finds his tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got it. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. The offense changing the play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they regain the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the 2nd half going. From inside the 10, here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Rams will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Swings it out to his running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little.
There he goes. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Colorado State. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown, Rams! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. This guy can throw it. Finds his target down the middle. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give them the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Utes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are. As
he smashes his way through again. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He's got it. Touchdown, Colorado State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No.
Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Daniels. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Going up top again. With the catch, it's Cross. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. That brings them to within 1. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Rams come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Warren. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He breaks a tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Bell. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The quick out. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Ballard Nicolosi. Using the quick game. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got it in the middle. It's Warren. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Rams want to pick up the tempo. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Under fire. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments.